TV soap news and spoilers say that the latest Days of Our Lives mystery has fans on the edge of their seats, and the biggest question looming over Salem is whether Whitley King is truly acting alone, or if there's a deeper, more sinister alliance at play. Could there be a hidden connection between Whitley and Kerry? Could Carrie be the mastermind behind everything, using Whitley as his pawn? The more we dig into this twisted web, the more it seems that the truth is far from what it appears to be. Let's break down the clues and explore whether Kerry and Whitley are secretly working together to bring chaos to body and soul. As viewers know, Whitley has already confessed to her crimes. She admitted to everything after Abe confronted her about her attacks on the Body and Soul B&S reboot. But something about her confession felt too easy. Whitley didn't try to deny it. In fact, she proudly took responsibility, declaring herself guilty as charged. She seemed almost eager to accept the blame, which raises an interesting question. Why? Was she genuinely acting alone, or was she covering for someone? She claimed she did it all out of love for Body and Soul, but her actions went beyond a simple protest. She went as far as poisoning the cast with an experimental drug being tested at Bayview, turning her obsession into something far more dangerous. And yet, the most puzzling part of her confession wasn't what she said, it was what she didn't say. If Whitley was truly the only one responsible, why hasn't she revealed how she got access to an experimental drug? And why does Carrie, someone seemingly unrelated to all of this, keep lingering in the background of this story? Whitley revealed that she had sent cupcakes as a message, hoping to make it clear that she believed the reboot was a total failure. But what if the cupcakes weren't just a simple protest? What if they were a distraction? Sending cupcakes to the cast seems relatively harmless compared to what she did next. Drugging everyone, attempting to replace cast members, and ultimately trying to sabotage the entire production. Why start with something so small if her plan was always this extreme? Unless, of course, someone else was pulling the strings, carefully orchestrating every move. Did Whitley and Kerry meet at Bayview? There's been a lingering question. How did Whitley get access to an experimental drug being tested at Bayview? It's not something she could have simply stolen from a pharmacy. She would have needed an inside connection. Which brings us to Carrie. What if Carrie worked at Bayview? What if he had the access Whitley needed and secretly helped her escape? The two could have met inside the facility. Whitley, a patient obsessed with Body and Soul, and Carrie, someone with just as much passion for the show, but with the ability to act behind the scenes. If they bonded over their shared love for B&S, it wouldn't be far-fetched to imagine that they made a pact, one where Whitley would take the fall, while Carrie remained in the shadows, pulling the strings from a safe distance. Whitley admitted that her sabotage started with Bonnie. She wanted to change the cast, as if she were the director of her own twisted version of Body and Soul. It's possible that Bonnie was just the first piece of the puzzle. Her removal was meant to set a precedent. Once Bonnie was gone, Whitley could justify making more changes. But what if Carrie was the one feeding her these ideas? What if he had a bigger vision, one where he wasn't just reshaping the cast, but reshaping the entire show? Whitley's motivations may have seemed erratic, but Carrie? If he has been working from the shadows, his plan might be far more calculated than we realize. Could it be that Carrie is the real villain of this story, and Whitley is merely a pawn in his game? Whitley confessed too quickly, almost as if she was covering for someone. She had access to an experimental drug from Bayview, which raises questions about who helped her obtain it. Carrie has remained suspiciously in the background, and his connection to Whitley has not been fully explored. If Carrie was the one behind everything, Whitley might be taking the fall to protect him. But why? Does she truly care for him, or is she afraid of what he might do if she exposes him? If Carrie has been controlling things from the start, the real danger hasn't even begun yet. This mystery is far from over, and if Carrie really is involved, his endgame is still unknown. Will Abe dig deeper and discover that Whitley isn't acting alone? Will Carrie's true motives finally come to light? And most importantly, how much damage has already been done? One thing is certain, there is more to this story than meets the eye. Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.